Much for having me. Hello everyone. My name is Alexandria Villasen. I'm a 16-year-old climate activist and the founder of Earth Uprising International. Currently, I am attending COP26, and this week youth will be making our voices heard and holding our world leaders accountable. So I have been a climate activist for 3 years now, and I first started when I was 13 years old. And I was motivated to get involved with activism because of wildfires, actually. Growing up in Northern California, I was in my hometown in 2018 when the Camp Fire happened in Paradise, California. And at the time, that was the worst wildfire in California's history and the most destructive wildfire. And so it ended up covering the entire area in thick, unbreathable smoke. And it was at one point over 350 AQI and the worst air quality in the world. And so I have asthma, and that was a very scary experience. And so I started to research and see the connection between climate change and wildfires and how climate change was fueling them. And so I turned all of the climate anxiety and eco grief I was feeling from seeing the impacts of climate change when it comes to wildfires, and I turned it into action, and I decided to get involved and do something. And so in California, what's been happening behind many of our out of control wildfires has been our energy grid. Specifically, the company that provides California's electricity, Pacific Gas and Electric, has old, outdated infrastructure. And when there are really fast winds and really dry and drought conditions, that infrastructure has broken and has been the spark for some of the largest wildfires in California's history. And so the Green Grids initiative being announced today is being promoted as bringing renewable, non-fossil fuel energy to our nations, states, and communities, which is exactly how we begin the transition away from fossil fuels and to renewable energy. However, these green grids do more than just provide renewable energy. They replace old, dangerous infrastructure. And so being from California and seeing the effects of climate change with wildfires makes me personally very excited. Of course, our Earth system has already reached 1.2 degrees of warming, and we're seeing the effects of this warming right now through stronger storms, raging floods, longer droughts, and dangerous heat waves. Bringing new, responsible, non-fossil fuel energy to communities also stabilizes energy access, so our grids aren't as vulnerable to the effects of the climate crisis. So this is a win for the stability and safety of communities, a win for the transition off of fossil fuels, and a win for the future of my generation. Thank you so much for having me here, and I'm really excited to see everything we do this week.